You just came back from the gym or the court or the track and field, and you realize like, yo, all that work and effort that I put into my hair, that curly hair routine I just did, is ruined because my head is sweaty, it's itchy, and now I feel like I got this odor coming from my head. Like I gotta wash it again, but I just washed it 2 days ago. How often should you be washing your hair if you're super active and you sweat a lot? We're gonna be answering that question in today's episode. Before we get started though, you know how the thing go. If you need try that again. If you've been growing out your hair for a while and you need a little bit of extra help, don't worry. I got you. I got a free hair routine template going over everything you should do to your hair from day 1 to day 7 of managing your curls. It's completely free. So if you want access to that, you could access the link in the description. Go access the link, bro. It's free. It's free. If you got a question, it's probably in the PDF. Go download it. And whilst you're down there, you could hit the like button. Just a little bit. Just a light tap. Don't be so aggressive with it. So let's start with the basic information. How often should you wash your hair just regularly, right? If you have afro hair or curly or coily hair, that's type 3 or type 4, you should be washing your hair with shampoo once a week. Max, right? Well, I won't say max, I'll say every 5 to 7 days, right? The reason behind this is when you clarify your hair with shampoo, it dries your hair out. Think of it like when you take a bath. When you take a bath and you soap all around your body and stuff like that, and you get into all the areas and the crevices, and then you come out of the shower, right? You're gonna be dry. Your skin's gonna feel dry, it's gonna feel ashy, and then you gotta go put the lotion on and stuff like that, right? It's basically the same concept when you wash your hair is naturally gonna feel more dry because you use clarifying products, you use the shampoo, and that stripped your hair of its natural oils. You know the saying that the natural hair YouTubers love to use. They love to say that. Strip your hair of its natural oils. But we're really talking about sebum. But basically, yeah, it takes the moisture out of your hair. So you want to limit that. You don't want to be, stripping the moisture out of your hair every day, right? That's like taking like 15 showers in one day. You wouldn't want to do that because you'd be ashy. You'd be ashy as hell. You'd look like a dragon and henceforth. So yeah, that's why as a general rule of thumb, we tend to wash our hair like once a week, once every 5 to 7 days, so we don't have to be going through all of that, right? But what if you're a super active person and you go to the gym and you sweat a lot? Should you be washing your hair after each time you go to the gym? Should you be washing your hair, every couple of days? Like, what's the solution there? I can only speak from my experience, and that's what most of y'all came for anyway. Because I know you like me or something. I don't know. Maybe it's my personality, but basically, I would say you don't want to wash your hair after every time you go to the gym. As somebody who, at a point in my life, I used to be going to the gym like 3 to 5 times a week. I used to be going to play volleyball. I used to be playing sports and stuff like that, running around and all that type of stuff. You don't want to wash your hair after every time because, especially if you do like curly hair routines and stuff, that's a lot of work. Here's what I advise, right? If you go to the gym frequently, instead of that 5 to 7 days, you might want to do a co-wash in between. So what's a co-wash? A co-wash is where you don't wash your hair with shampoo, but you'll wash it with conditioner, right? So basically you'll rinse that sweat. You could still get at your scalp and whatnot, scrub it a little bit, make sure that you get rid of any dirt or flakes that may have occurred, but you're not using a shampoo because the shampoo is what's gonna dry your hair out. And some of you might be like, oh, but I don't want to wash my hair with shampoo. My head's gonna feel dirty. This guy don't wash his hair with shampoo after he goes to the gym. This man is nasty. But I nasty with long hair though, right? I don't get it confused. Sometimes I think you need to be humble. All right, relax. Trust me, you really don't need to use the shampoo like that. And shampoo is mainly supposed to be used on your scalp. It's supposed to break up that dirt and get all of that off of your scalp. And if you sweat and stuff like that, that's kind of a normal thing, but you don't need to use the shampoo to get rid of that sweat alone, right? So you could just use a regular conditioner that you typically use. And the good thing about this is you're not gonna be losing moisture from your hair because you're actually putting that moisture inside, right? Now, the reason I think this is the best way instead of just washing it after every time is because especially when your hair gets longer, and anybody with curly hair knows if you do a curly hair routine or if you watch one of my videos where I go over that, right? That can take a while. Wash day typically takes me at least 2 hours. 2 hours to wash, condition, style, and dry my hair. So you don't want to be doing that after every single time you go to the gym. But if you feel like your head is so sweaty, is so itchy that you can't go another day, try doing the co-wash method, just washing your hair with conditioner midway through that. So let's just say you wash your hair on Sunday. right? You play sports on like Monday or something like that. Don't wash it on Monday. Wash it on like Wednesday. You could tough it out, bro. You could tough it out. Tough it out for a little bit. There should be no reason, even if you play in sports, for your head to smell all musky and stuff within, 2 days or something like that. And if it does, you have problems beyond the scope of this video that we cannot dive into. So yeah, if you typically wash your hair on Sunday and then you be doing sports throughout the week, you might want to wash your hair again with the co-wash on like Wednesday or Thursday or somewhere within that midweek portion, and then you could wash it like fully again with shampoo on the next Sunday. And you may be wondering, Tarek, what if I got braids in? What if I have cornrows or something like that? Should I still wash it and then get them redone afterwards? You could if you want to. I'm not gonna do it though. That's just my thing. Me personally, I don't ever feel like I really have to wash my hair after working out, but that could just be the way that I work out. I don't typically sweat like a lot, and even if I do sweat, by the time I leave the gym, the sensation is gone, and my hair doesn't smell any type of way, right? So I can see if it's an issue. You put a lot of product in your hair, and then the product starts to it's like wet, but it's wet with sweat and stuff, and it makes your head smell weird. I understand if you feel that. Go with the co-wash method, but for me personally, I don't feel like I have too much of a problem with it. And when I have braids, I still don't feel like I sweat like that. But I typically wash my braids at least like once every 2 weeks, sometimes once every 3 weeks, right? You can wash your braids. I have a video on that shows you how to wash it and refresh it at the same time. So you could go and check that out. I'll put the card up there, even though that is more work for me in post, but I'll do it anyway. I think a good formula is if you are active, no matter what style you do, just wash halfway in between, but without the shampoo if you don't really need it, right? So if you wash your hair once a week, then midweek you could wash with a co-wash, right? If you wash your braids once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks or whatnot, just find the halfway point within that and just do a little co-wash and then refresh it, right? Can we agree with that? Can we all, agree to that standard? We understand why we don't wash our hair super often with shampoo, okay? And then are we satisfied? Are, hey, are we satisfied? I sense a little bit of attitude from you just now. I had to check you real quick. And like I mentioned before, there is a way that you can refresh your braids without having to go through the whole washing process and make it look basically brand new. So if you want to learn that, I want you to watch this next. That's all for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.